Today we're going to talk about iZombie. Well, let me tell you why I like iZombie so much. It's one of my favorite shows actually, so let's start with the characters. First of all, we have Liv Moore. Liv Moore was an overachiever medical resident. She had all her life planned. She wanted to get married. She had an awesome boyfriend. She was kind of boring. She had everything planned for her life. She knew what she wanted to do. She wanted to have a family. She wanted to have a good job, being a doctor. She had everything planned and sorted out for her. In a few words, her life was all arranged, but kind of boring at the same time. So everything was fine until one day a friend invited her to a boat party where some people had just taken a new drug called Utopia. At first, Liv didn't really want to go to that party, but then her boyfriend Major convinced her to go because they would get married in like 2 months, and this would be like her last chance to have like a wild party. Unfortunately, Utopia made the users very aggressive, and as a result, some of them turned into zombies and started attacking the guests of the party. So Liv was pushed off the boat and fell in the water to her death. The next morning, she woke up in a body bag, and BAM! She was a zombie. And all she could think of is eating brains. She craved for brains. Now, in order to protect Major from her, from turning him into a zombie, she had to dump him. Also now, her appearance is very different. She used to have like brownish hair, and now her hair is all white, and her skin is super pale. As a brain-craving zombie, she had to quit her job and work as a coroner's assistant in order to find brains. This was the only place she could find brains without having to kill someone. Of course, all these changes, changing job, the look, dumping her boyfriend, made her closest friends and family think that she was having like a breakdown, that she was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder after having witnessed all these people dying in the party, and especially her friend Peyton and her boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend Major. So let's talk a little bit about Major Lillywhite. Major is a really nice guy. You know, he's a stand-up guy. He's a guy who will always be there for you. He's a social worker. There's nothing to hate about him. He's super cool. Actually, he may be a little bit vanilla, but that was something Liv always liked. So, as I mentioned before, Liv has to eat brains. If she doesn't eat brains, she can no longer have her wits about. If she doesn't have brains, she will actually turn into a walking dead. She'll only want to eat, and she will have no control whatsoever over her actions. That's why the morgue job. So, let's move to the morgue. In the morgue, we have Dr. Ravi. It's her boss, and it's the only one that actually knows the truth about her problem, let's say, about the zombie problem. And actually, he's been really cool with it. He doesn't have a problem, and he seems to understand her. He's a really funny person. He thinks he's quite charming, actually, and he's always a positive person. And in fact, he's trying to find a cure for utopium. He's trying to cure zombieism. So zombies cannot really taste food because all the glands are like dead. So in order to have some taste, they have to eat very, very spicy food. Of course, they have no problem eating other kinds of food, but as a side dish, let's say, they cannot really live off pasta or spaghetti or noodles and stuff, but they can eat it as long as they add some brains to keep them going. Furthermore, every time Liv eats a brain, she acquires some traits of the person the brains belong to. For example, she can learn to karate, she can learn to play an instrument, she can speak other languages, she can become paranoid, crazy, jealous, super athletic. Another side effect of brain eating is memory flashes from the dead people, which is actually a good thing because it has helped her solve many of the murders, which bring us to Clive Babineau. Clive Babineau is a police officer, and he works with Liv, and Liv helps him a lot solve cases, as we already said. In order to join him, Ravi and Liv told him that she's like a psychic, and she sees visions and stuff, and that's why they have such a high rate of solving cases. Now let's move on to Blaine. Blaine. Who is Blaine? He was a drug dealer, but then he was scratched by a zombie, and he became a zombie himself. And what does he do? This guy kills people, kills homeless people or runaway kids, and he sells their brains to rich people. He has a business. What does he do? He turns rich people into zombies, and then they become dependent on him, and he sells them brain meals for $25,000 a month. Now, let me tell you why I like iZombie so much. First of all, it's a really original and nice idea. Way different than all these stupid zombie Walking Dead things, flesh-eating zombies all the time, eating everything and everyone. I mean, I'm very tired of this crap already. The creators of the show are the same ones that made Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so you can tell it's a great show. You for sure have fun watching it. It's very funny. It's very original. I really like the actress who plays Liv. What she has to go through in every episode. She has to play very different roles in every episode. One time I remember she was a posh. One time she was a adrenaline junkie. One time she was an artist. Some other time she was a musician. I mean, it's great. It's great seeing these different characters that she has to portray in every role, and it's actually very funny. It's very funny. I like watching it. It makes me feel very nice. So people, go watch it. It's an awesome show. They don't pay me. They don't pay me to say all these things. I really like it. I think you should watch it too, and you'll love it. And the dialogues are very original, and they have this references to famous movies and books like Game of Thrones and much more. I mean, it's a great show. Why shouldn't you watch it? So people, watch the show. Great series, great actors, charming actors, great fun. What are you waiting for? Just go watch it already.